Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to Space Trucking Elite Dangerous. A lot has happened since the last episode. I might have been playing offline, just a bit. A bit might be an understatement. But we are still in our Type 9, but we are now in a completely different system. Zan Enterprise. Well, don't even ask me how we got here, but we are here for some reason. I can explain. I can try to explain at least. Alright, so updates. What has been happening ever since the last episode? Well, I have been upgrading the ship. So let's go to outfitting and let me show you what I've done. Now, I'm still recording this in advance, so I have not read any of your comments yet, but don't worry, I will incorporate them bit by bit, right? So money-wise, 49 million. I can't remember how much we ended up with last time, but it's been going up and down for quite some time. So it's been pretty much a roller coaster ride. You can see the stats are pretty much better though. In terms of the core internals, I did upgrade a lot of things. You can see that most of these are now A-rated parts. Thrusters are 7A. Frameshift drive 6A, that one we did already last time. And what else? Power distributor 6A. And you can see that icon there. I actually started engineering as well. Engineering is like tweaking the parts, squeezing more life out of them, improving them. So this is mainly for increasing even more the range of the FSD. And this other one, the thrusters, is for being more nimble. I've been destroyed a couple of times when I was interdicted by a hardcore anaconda. I tried running from them, it wasn't working. And I figured maybe I should be more nimble, I should be more hardy, things like that. In terms of optional internal, cargo racks are still aplenty. Shield generator is 5A. Can't remember if we had that before, I don't think so. And I put in a standard docking computer now. Cheater. But with a Type 9 and the landing in all these systems, it just takes really a lot of work to do the parking. So I think it's less of a pain to just automate that part. Yeah? Alright, so what are we doing now? Right now, I'm actually trying to get some of the materials for engineering. And let me show you a new site. Well, it's not a new site, it's a new site for me. Previously, I was using eddb.io, but now I'm also using Inara. Inara.cz or CZ, depending on how you read that. And this is a very nice, very detailed site. EDDB I still use a lot, especially for looking for specific routes or looking for specific commodities. But if you want like the like the overview and the other details, this is a very detailed site. You can even see this one, like credits and assets. And this one I can share with you the updates, even if I'm not recording every time. If there's a gap in between, I can show you a bit how that looks, like my credits. You can see how the money has been changing all throughout. You can actually see it from here. But everything has been starting from 2nd of October only. That's only when I started using this this site. So 39 million. And then I guess I bought the ship. Yeah, and then we've been earning money plus minus here, upgrading. You see that minus 43 million right there. That is the 7A thrusters. Those are very expensive. But now we are back to 49 million. Current assets 219 million. And that's what's been happening so far. And I've been focusing on engineering, specifically in Felicity Farseer over here. And I've been focusing on the frameshift drive upgrade, increasing the range, and also increasing the thruster performance. Dirty thrusters are what I'm focusing on, because this improves the flexibility, the nimbleness, and the speed of the truck, the space truck. So it doesn't feel so much like a space cow and more like a space truck. What I like in particular about this site is it's very friendly for engineering, like this one. You can see different grades here, but basically when you try to engineer some of the components, you require a few crafting equipments. And here you can exactly see the requirements, and furthermore, you can actually see what you have and what you don't have. So it syncs all your data from the game into the site, and so you can easily track, okay, what am I missing? The red ones, the blue ones I have, and I have 1 piece of that. If I look at this other upgrade, I have 2 pieces of that, but nothing here. So you can easily pinpoint what you're missing and know what you can focus on. Yeah. So in particular, what I'm missing is that this one, the specialized legacy firmware component or data. I'm not sure what you call it, but I found a mission which gives that as a reward. So now I'm not looking for money anymore, at least for now, in terms of the rewards for missions, but rather what they're giving as a component. So now if we go to the mission board, maybe we can get lucky, but let me go back to Inara 1 sec so I can remember what I need. So specialized legacy firmware, that's what the mission I got is going to give. And it's a simple coffee delivery, so we can do that definitely. And this one, I also need a typical disrupted wake echoes and chemical processors. I think I'm in grade 2 for both, but we can confirm that later. So a typical chemical, those are the 2 first words that we're looking for. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking at all the missions, looking for the atypical and chemical keyword in there. I'm hoping that there is something. Atypical disrupted wake echoes, that's the one, but it only gives 1 piece, and I have no clue how this works. Salvage structural regulators, harmless, requires the use of an SRV. Ah, okay, interesting. But no, that I think that's a bit of a waste of effort, just 1 piece. So maybe more of those, but that's nice that at least we have some of them in there. There are other ways on how to get the components, but if you can get them from missions, I think it's pretty much more straightforward. So I'm focusing on this one first. It doesn't get so lucky though. Yeah, right now we're not seeing any other one. Specialized legacy firmware, is that what we need? That's a massacre mission though. Let me go back. No, we need atypical and chemical. Okay, atypical and chemical. Let me know if you see something. Maybe I missed something. That would have been nice, but that's taking out a politician. Nope, that wouldn't work. A typical chemical. Nope, not that lucky. Alright, so we focus on 1 mission for now. Delivering 40 units of coffee. Specialized legacy firmware, 4 pieces of those. So if you go back to the upgrade for thrusters, we require that. I think I'm in the grade 2 right now. So I need 2 pieces. That will get me maybe to grade 3. But yeah, that will work. So what we'll do, we'll finish this mission. We'll go to Felicity Farseer to engineer something, improve our thrusters, and we'll see how much that affects our performance, right? So a little bit of different focus now. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to find where we can get coffee. So we find a commodity, coffee. This is the current system we're in. Is it? Yeah, I think so. And the nearest one is in Finch Market. Is that right? Finch Market. It has coffee, lots and lots of them. 20,000, no, 32,000. That's even better. Good. All right. So let us buy from station. That's where we are selling there. So if we're coming from Senino, wow, these systems, I can actually buy all bio waste, deliver it there, and then going back, I can get my 40 units of coffee and bring beer back. Okay, and that's not the biggest profit. It's actually spare change if you think about it, but it's much better than nothing. Let me just do one final check if there is like another trade mission, which the market, Finch Market, is providing. Let me also double check that Finch Market has a large landing pad. Yes, it does. Okay, good. All right. So let's filter this by transport. Let's see. Ship too large. Nope. Not a lot of delivery missions here. Performance enhancers. I doubt this system has that. I doubt it, but we can try. I don't think it's the right kind of economy. This one is an agriculture economy. Performance enhancers. Nope. Doesn't have. Okay. What else? Bio waste. No, that's a different system. Okay. Nano breakers. Not that one. No. I was looking for something. Data transfer. Personal weapons. No. Bio waste. Nope. Okay, so nothing. Nothing in here. Alright, that works. Let's just fill our hold with bio waste and cover your nose, guys. This is going to get pretty smelly. Wow, Imperial slaves. You actually have slaves in here. Is there an Imperial faction in here? That might work, huh? Because I do want to increase my Imperial reputation. Let me have a look at the factions in here. How do you do that again? This one, system map. Independent Federation. No, there is nothing. Maybe it just allows slaves here. Okay. Galaxy map. Let us go to Finch Market. What is the system name? Sinka. Okay. Sinka. Very near. Just one jump away. That's perfect. So we go to Finch Market. That's the one. Exactly. And actually, if you look at my jump range, where can I show you that one? Can go up to 13 light years now when fully loaded. Originally, I think we can go only up to 11. So it might not seem much, but that helps a lot. That helps tons when you're doing all these return trips. Okay, good. And my track IR isn't working. Why is that? One sec. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. The track IR was a no-go for a while. I like how the seat is shaking over there when I boost up. So let's jump to Sinka. And let's buy those coffee beans. Make the people over here happy and awake. Also, pay close attention to how nimble we are now compared to the original state in the previous episode. Oh, I missed my track IR. Let me just reset that. There we go. Better. Whoa. Don't stay too close to the sun. I've had a couple of times when I kind of went into the sun almost and had to go into like an emergency stop routine to save the ship, and I was overheating and things like that. So actually I bought a heatsink. You can see in the left side there, I bought a heatsink for those instances, because the ship is so slow that sometimes when you finish jumping, you're facing the star, and the normal thing to do is to avoid the star, right? But sometimes the ship flies too slow that you actually don't have enough time to move away, and you're like headed straight into the star, and that's just a recipe for disaster right there. So I have a heatsink for those purposes, and for other times when I am screwing up a lot. But yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not heavy at all. I've also upgraded my shields so I can last more, I can last better. Maybe someone will interdict us along the way later. We'll have to see. and depending on how big the ship is, we might be able to run from them easily. But yeah, maybe I can show you. But I got destroyed a couple of times already. I was underestimating the pirates, and I was thinking, I can just run from you. But apparently you cannot just easily run away from... Oh, this is actually an Earth ship. Earth-like planet. Looks like lots of typhoons there. Yeah, apparently you cannot simply run from large ships like anacondas. They will kind of mass lock you, and you can jump fast enough before they take down your shields and destroy you. So happened to me a couple of times already. Not a very pleasant experience, but it was a learning experience for sure.
Lakon Charlie Lima uniform. Please comply with station regulations on your approach to this
Stock, and this is where the cheating starts. I just slow down.
Proceed at your earliest convenience to pad 10.
And let the computer dock for me.
Engage the automatic docking system.
Cheating commences, and I can simply start just, you know, like this, and do some kind of photo mode in here. Entertain myself with the visuals, the beautiful visuals. And I guess that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, look at that. Very nice, isn't it? You don't get to see that often. Cutscene material. Why is that? Why would we have like opera-like sounds in the background? Not sure where that's coming from. Cool. Right, so let's go inside here. Auto dock in progress. Thank you. So the plan here is to get some, well, sell all the bio-waste that we brought. It's starting to smell in here. And then we buy the 40 units of coffee that we require.
Touchdown confirmed. Lockdown procedure initiated. The
And then
Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this facility, Commander.
And thank you. And then we buy the remaining stuff that sells the best. I think beer was what we saw a while ago, right? There we go. Up to 50M. So let's buy coffee over here. 40 units. Coffee and beer, why not? That's 40, right? Let me just confirm. 40 indeed. Okay, and beer. By tons and tons.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Another alternative is to simply, when we get interdicted by a big guy and we don't know what to do, one way to go around it is to simply submit and give your cargo. Because they're not really asking so much, I think, if when they request for something.
Depart when ready.
Like last time, the anaconda, which killed me, was only asking for like 20 tons of something.
Landing gear retracted.
And if I gave him 20 tons, I think he'll ask for maybe 4 more, so I'll be maybe losing 24 or maybe 30 at most. But then I'm actually hauling like 750 of that same type of goods. So I can lose a bit, just attribute it to tax, and be able to keep my ship intact. I think I'd be happy with that. I think that is a good deal for me. But yeah, ideally we can escape, but if we cannot escape, then that's the best we can offer, I guess. But yeah, it's also a possibility, actually submitting to the pirate. I've also seen a video. I was browsing through the Reddit. There is a subreddit called Elite Traders. Very insightful stuff. And I saw this post. Let me wait for this. They were actually waiting for... They were actually role-playing as pirates. And I think that was an open. So multiplayer. And they were posing as pirates. They were... maybe interdicting and stopping the trader ships. And then they were hailing them, like actual voice comms. So they were talking to them and they were role-playing. Oh, there's someone after us. Let's see what this is. A python. Crap. I think a python, from what I heard, is a pretty... We should be bigger than a python, but for some reason, it mass locks us. So I think as much as possible, I don't want to get interdicted. I don't want to get stopped by this guy or by this lady. So as much as possible, I think it's better if I just try and escape. Although it's proving pretty fast. And the main reason I was trying to upgrade my thrusters as much as possible is to be able to win these interdicting sessions. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on, I almost won. Yeah, because without the upgrades, without the max stuff, there is no chance you can do that in a Type 9. I mean, this is a huge floating piece of, I don't know, hunk of junk. You could call it maybe. But yeah, if it were other ships, other smaller ships, I think I had a Federal assault ship interdict me once. I simply submitted and then I simply ran away. They couldn't delay me, they couldn't mass lock me at all. So that was easy. But I think a python and an anaconda, I think those are different. That's a different thing. And I'd rather escape them than try to submit and then run away. Anyway, what was I saying beforehand? I cannot remember. But I've also been trying out different combinations with this, like strengthening my shields, adding weapons, adding mines, because I've seen like in an older video. Oh, I remember I had the pirate story, right? Anyway, I'll get back to that. I'll just finish this other story now. So I was trying different combinations and I saw this video of a Type 9 carrying mines, and when they were interdicted, they submitted, they ran away, and they just dropped mines all over the place, and the pirate actually got destroyed consistently because of that. Although I've heard that they've recently, or not really recently,
Lincoln Charlie Lima uniform. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
but they've actually fixed that already. So the NPC is no longer that stupid. They say that now actually NPCs can avoid the mine, so it doesn't have much bearing anymore. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works. What's with the music? I hope it doesn't get copyright problems with the... I think these are quite famous stones. Anyway, that other video I watched, very interesting stuff. Real role-playing pirates. So they stop the traders, they hail them, they really speak with them, like commander or something. This is commander of the yada yada. What are you carrying? And things like that. And it sounded so professional. Very nice role playing. Although personally, I wouldn't want to have that experience. But it's nice to watch at least. Oh, the opera is full on. I might have to turn that off. Actually, let's actually do that because it might pose a problem in the music. Yeah, that's the one. Super Cruise music. I'm not sure where that's from, but maybe let's just lower it. You guys let me know if you know which particular one that is. Okay, guess that's the station music or something. Refuel. Let us finish this mission. Get the reward of the... Even forgot what the component was, but we'll see it shortly. Maybe when it finishes loading. There we go. So yes, I've been really enjoying this game and progressing quite well. What I like about it is there's so much that can be done. There we go. Specialized legacy firmware. It's very common. So I discovered that that's actually common. 1 and 5 is the most rare. There we go.
Incoming message.
Thank you. Perfect. What is that message? Friendly or something? Cordial. Okay, that's good enough. Let's sell our beer. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We might get lucky. We might see possible areas in here. Some possible missions looking for beer. Sometimes I get lucky with that. And so sometimes I'm bringing in beer just to sell them. But then suddenly there's a mission, so I'm getting more money out of it. I don't think we are going to get that lucky today though. We can try. We can try. Because if you don't try at least, how will you know? Yeah. This is not the best station for that. Oh yes, I didn't share. The main reason why I'm in this station is because it has a material trader. So normally you get some kind of metals, but you need specific other kinds of metals. You can trade them here. But, I mean, these are only for materials. What we're looking for are like data components, I think you call them. Like over here, instead of materials, we need data, encoded data filters. That's what we got, the specialized legacy firmware. Yeah, that's the one. So you cannot really trade those, so I don't really need this after all. But I kind of discovered it a bit too late. That's why we're here. But we're leaving here and we might not be coming back. But after this one, why did I pick that? After this one, we'll go to Felicity Farseer, the engineer, and we will improve our drives even more so that it will be easier for me to avoid those funky interdictions. 351k profit, spare change, but fine. That's good enough. Alright, now it's time to go. Actually, you can even do like remote workshop where you upgrade your module remotely, not needing to go back to Felicity, but I have the wrong pinned module in here. This requires something different. Yeah, we don't have either of those. So we have to go back. And anyway, I heard that if you do that remote upgrading, you don't really like improve your reputation with the engineer, so you don't unlock stuff. So I think that remote thing is only important. Let's see, Farseer Inc. Okay, I think that's enough. It's only important when you are... Maybe you've maxed out your reputation already with them, so you can do the remote selling. Anyway, one sec. Let me try something. If we do a single hop route, coming from here, going to Deshat, Farseer Inc. Can we sell anything? No, yeah, that's usually Farseer Inc. doesn't have any like needs so far. I've been trying, so we can't really earn much. We can like deliver it to the nearby station, but I mean, jumping from station to station takes a bit of time as well.
Landing couplers disengaged. Departure authorized.
There we go. Oh, I'm actually much faster now. Much more nimble as well, like an Asp-X. Nah, not really. Far from an Asp-X, but actually liking this. And it will improve even more once we get there. I hope. Wait a minute, let me switch windows. Let's double check that. If I go to Inara, so we got the specialized thingy. If I refresh this, oh, it hasn't updated yet. Okay, but that should update. I forgot to press the button. When we land in Felicity Farseer's station, that should auto-update, and I'll refresh the window so you guys can see that it'll turn green.
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
One jump away. Nice. So this guy's not too bad in jumping in systems anymore. Not explorer type, but for a massive space cow, not too shabby. And also we're starting to be able to avoid interdiction, so it's really progressing. Yeah, but yeah, I was mentioning as well the different combinations that I was trying out. That, slow down please. Don't want to get burned by the sun, by the star. Where is the planet? Oh, far away, 2000 light seconds. Okay, let's go full speed for now then. And I'll tell you guys some stories. So I tried a couple of different combinations here. I've been reading a bit, and there were different theories. And this is what I like, you know, there is no like clear-cut way to make your ship, to configure your ship. It's all personal. It depends what you like, it depends what you prioritize, it depends what you, how you fly, and what your preferences are. So there was this guy who actually put in a, how do you call it, ship launched fighters, so like a hangar in his ship. So when someone interdicts him, he launches the ship like a jet fighter, and he pilots it on his own, and he loves the thrill of it, because from a huge hunk of junk like this, the super bulky, slow maneuverability of the ship, when he deploys himself into that fighter jet, it's got the complete opposite. Super nimble, super agile, just going around the jet, the pirate, and harassing them until the authorities come, things like that. And it might be a viable option as well, although I doubt you can really destroy the pirate that way, especially if you're like fighting an anaconda and you're going to get into a ship and then you're going to try and destroy that anaconda with that fighter. I'm not really sure, not confident that can work. So I'm a bit skeptical about that. I did want to try it. I just flew around a bit, but I was too scared to test it on a pirate. I had the feeling that I will get decimated even quicker. Because if you do that, if you jump into the fighter, then your ship itself, the Type 9, will be left unattended, unmanned, and they will be simply on autopilot following you, things like that. Now I can hire a crew member so that they can pilot, and maybe, I don't know, I can put some weapons on the Type 9, but I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. But you guys let me know, okay? If you have tried that, or you like to see that, maybe it's exciting even if it's not the most optimal, let me know and we can maybe try something. We can try to have some fun, right? It's not all about getting the most optimized, earning the most money. It's all about having fun, and it's the variety that keeps it fresh. We can also try the mines again. Maybe it will still work, but I heard otherwise, but we can always try. Also, I think I am traveling too fast. I've had a couple of instances here where I got into problems when docking into planetary bases because I am too fast. But I think this time it's not too bad.
Orbital flight engaged.
Might be too sharp though. I'm going to overshoot a bit. Not a bit, but a lot. Glide engaged. Let's try to glide towards the company, right? Because maybe it's not such a good idea to go far from it. My goodness, it's getting farther. If you look at the lower left, 100 kilometers away, and we'll have to travel with this very slow ship towards that one. I'm doing this completely wrong, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. At least we're nearing a bit again. That's good. Go a bit sharper. Thank you. It wasn't that bad. Could have been better though. But yeah, I've had a couple of accidents here already. I've had times when I was a bit too steep, so my ship actually face planted on the ground. Thank goodness I had strong shields, so it wasn't too bad. Didn't get damaged or anything. Only thing that got damaged was my pride.
Lakon Charlie Lima Uniform Heavy commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
Well, that's a different sound. Automated voice hype.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 05.
What I don't like about this place is it's always dark. It's always behind the sun. Always night on this part of the world. Super weird. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Or maybe it depends on the distance. Maybe it's because it's so far away from the star, like 2,000 light seconds away. So its revolution from the star takes so long. But the rotation of the planet itself should be what determines night and day, right? So I guess it doesn't rotate as much. I don't know. I have to brush up on my space lessons. I love science. Back when I was in grade school, I'm not sure if that's how you call it in your countries as well. Maybe middle school. I always went to the library and looked at the space books, like the different planets, read about the moons and whatnot. I was a complete nerd back then. I still am, but less on the space already. But yeah, it's been fun. Okay, we are here. It's time for upgrades.
Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has
Do we have any cartographics? Not really. Okay, good. Let me just double check. Okay, nothing. Yeah, there is not even a shop here. That's why you cannot sell anything. That makes sense. Okay, so let's go to the engineer's workshop. Let's go to the engines. That's where we're upgrading. And this is what I finished. So you can see, I think that's that bar, right? That's that bar at the bottom. When you fill that, so I had to do dirty drive tuning rank 1 like 2 or 3 times. When I finished that, rank 2 got unlocked, and I did it a couple of times. I ran out of materials. And now, so if you look at this one, this modification has been completed. That's rank 1. Rank 2, we are still ongoing. And we have 2 possible upgrades for this. I can see available attempts too. One sec. Traded at an encoded trader. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So there are different types of traders. Manufactured encoded material. I didn't know that. Maybe I could have just gone to that encoded trader. One sec. Let's have a quick look, alright? Before we do this finale. So what I did before was I looked at bodies. For example, I wanted to look for specialized legacy. No, I don't think this is the one. No. This is material finder. Is there a... No, what did I do? I think I looked at stations. Ah, yes, I looked at stations. I entered the reference system, so where we're starting from. So it's looking for the nearest one. And then I looked for facilities. Yeah, that one. Material trader. Wasn't that it? And then I clicked that. But I don't see anything like it's saying here. Manufactured trader. Or encoded trader. So where can you guys see that? Are they all material traders but different ones? Let's have a look at this guy. Material trader, yeah, it doesn't say what kind. I don't know. So you guys let me know, okay? But in the meantime, let's upgrade this. Let's see how that bar at the bottom progresses. How much it progresses. There we go. And yes, it actually unlocks already. Beautiful. Okay, so rank 3 is unlocked. And we have upped our optimal multiplier. I'm not sure what that is, but that's those are the thrusters. Let me get back to that in a bit. just enter the hangar. So we can go to outfitting in a bit. So we finished rank 2. Oh no, actually not yet. We just unlocked rank 3. Ooh, very nice. And we actually have several of these parts already. So this is what I don't know. If I have access to rank 3, can I generate that? I think if I generate this, I will then finish rank 2. Let's try it, okay? So let's see. First, let me see the stats. If you go to core internals, you'll see thrusters that way, 26.76 and around 268 maximum boost speed. Let's see if that improves when we upgrade to rank 3. This might be the perfect episode, getting into rank 3 like this. And then we can do this 2 times. Okay, let's do it. So the side effect is it will increase the power draw, 40% thermal load. Wow, it's really hot. Integrity, optimal mass. So a couple of negative side effects, but it improves your thrusters overall. There we go. And yes, if you look at that, then rank 2 has been completed successfully. So now we are focusing on rank 3, and we can do that one more time. Nice. And I think I need that one more time there. So I need one more mechanical component, and then I can finish that. Good. Alright, and I'm also increasing the reputation with Felicity Farseer here. I think 5 might be the maximum. Good, alright. So now if we look at the stats for internal, yeah. From 26 point something, now it's 27.78. That's a huge thing. That is a huge thing. If I take a look at the other stats, I'm not really sure what changed, but you guys can rewind and let me know, okay? In terms of power, we're still within the power plan that we have. Only a 5A I put. So that's good. And if you look at the thrusters here, the modifications, we can see that rank 3, we already have a 330 drive here. And that gives us a total of 22.8% improvement on the optimal multiplier. That's amazing. That's a very good start. I think that makes our ship very, very nimble compared to the original. And that's with 7A 7A thrusters as well. So as nimble as possible for this space cow. Let's have a look at that ship before we go. So yes, let us end it there, guys. I'm glad I was able to take you with me on this trip. Getting rank 3. There's the drive upgrades. Thank goodness for that. So yes, let's see how it works in the future episodes. Let's see how nimble we are, and then we can continue with the heavy duty trading and the money pouring in without being afraid of interdictions in the future. So we can run away from them easily, either by boosting or just playing the minigame. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you did like this video, let me know. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends. And yes, I look forward to finally reading your comments and reacting to them on the next episode. By the next episode, probably I'll be back already, hopefully, right? So I should be able to react in quite real time. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Clumsy Space Trucking. Bye-bye.